Liam Catterson, Laila Moore, Heather Russell Kay, and Dan Kenworthy in The Catterson Chronicles. Timepoint, Episode 3. The Final Game. Written by Liam Catterson.
We made it. I wasn't sure if we would have escaped a grasp there. Well, I hope we're in a safer environment, although it's not much better to where we were.
Oh, trust me, this is practically home sweet home for me.
I'd like to know what was the deal with that portal opening. You were as surprised as I was, which is bringing me a case of déjà vu.
Because destiny has always imagined the pair of you surviving. And that is placed at risk with Diana's presence.
Another mysterious entity, I am done dealing with mysterious entities for today. Tell me who you are, or else.
Oh, bro, I wouldn't suggest that.
Do you know who I am?
Well, clearly not, but I've had Diana pull me from my universe. I now have you here tweeting into my ear that there is a suggestion that you are influential. If you gods are asking for me to put you down, say no more.
I am no god, though hatred will no doubt echo from your throat once you know who I am. Extracting you both was urgent.
I saved you once long ago. There was a voice in my mind telling me, die! Liam can die here! But then, this prick had to interfere, saying that your pathetic ass needed to be saved. I said that a force demanded that you, Mitch, and Jade had to be saved, and it all related to the crisis. When I said that they needed us to help, was I splitting my sides?
Are you telling me you have been working with my insane brother?
Not just that, but I saved Jack. I am responsible for the portals utilized when all was lost during his encounters with you.
Wait. You! You are responsible for the fact he is alive! Do you know how much agony I have been in because of my twin? Do you know how much anger I have held because he has escaped when he should have died? Oh, spin it in any direction you wish, but whatever excuse you have to saving my pathetic brother, it means nothing with the pain you have caused. So why shouldn't I make you suffer now?
I may not be a god, but I still possess powers that you would struggle to overcome. I am not your enemy. All of your kind that are left remaining need to be ready. However, both you and Jack are essential if you want at least your universe to survive post-crisis.
And that means what?
Without one brother, all will surely be lost to the Eternal. Both you and Jack have to stay alive for any chance of the Eternal losing to be a possibility.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is already Diana who is making it a tad difficult to restore any chance for me to fight the Eternal, given the fact that, well, we are trapped here, and we need to stop her. The problem being, we don't know how.
That's another reason why you were both pulled. I have been attempting to gather you both in order to stop her before she rewrites the timeline on your Earth. Though she's made it difficult as of recent. What happened moments ago was down to sheer luck. Though I feel like she let her guard down now that she has managed to achieve what she will deem as Phase 2.
Then what was Phase 1 all about?
Given the fact you are both at the state of regeneration and refuse to change, she saw that as opportunity to use that regeneration energy into fuel for her to become unstoppable.
Hold the phone, Governor. You're actually not important at the moment. It all makes sense, though. She can't have the confidence to stop the Eternal, but she can rely on our regeneration energy.
I believe you've both been glitching.
It's annoying. I didn't get the chance to see what my future may look like, but I do have faith. However, dealing with a crying baby on a plane has less of a chance on causing a headache than the constant swapping of heads between this face and my future.
That is because she was trying to make you both go through a forced regeneration. The shift into your next incarnations aren't real. Like the illusion she manifested, she has the power to manipulate your bodies to make it look like you've changed. So any indication that you are undergoing the change, as well as the glitches between incarnations, was down to her power. Tapping into that future and manipulating the mind.
Wait, so what you're saying, as if the next incarnations are not real?
You both didn't kill each other. Jack believed you killed him, and vice versa. And that was Phase 1. The hope that you would both kill each other, making the changes legitimate, and eliminating any hope that you both would be alive after this. However, you both took opportunities on complicating her plan early on, and so she had to adjust her strategy if she was going to win.
And that meant making the both of us believe that it was finally time. But we still felt it, the regeneration. It felt real, and I should know. I've gone through the whole experience before, thanks to it. My name is Jack. Thank you very much. Or did I knock some semblance of amnesia into you? Anyways, putting aside how hurt you are over something that happened a long time ago, we're underestimating how powerful she really is then. If she can push our next incarnations to the forefront, like a mother pushing her baby out and welcoming them into the world, well, it's looking all doom and gloom if we want to put her to rest. There's something that I'm not getting about the forced regeneration aspect. How come we were able to communicate with one another, as if there were two incarnations in one room? Oh! Pick me! Pick me! Sorry. Why are you raising your hand like a child at school? Maybe because Jackie has the answer. As someone who has tortured 2,000 souls, I would guesstimate sometimes their tiny minds get pushed to the point that they would start to hallucinate or imagine things. Their minds would work in a state of delirium, their subconscious chatting to them as if they were a best friend, or a lover, or a mother, or whatever. Considering the torment we were under, and the fact that our future faces weren't the current incarnations, sticking around as a backseat driver isn't that surprising. Now, where's my gold star?
Now that you've completed filling in the blanks, we have to talk about her final act, or rather, her final game. She might become more dangerous than she has been on your previous encounters with her. I know that she will be after your ship.
Huh, well, she can forget about that. Why, his? I've got the better working orbis!
Diana will be after one thing your ship doesn't have. With Liam's orbis, there's enough temporal energy that can split open to different universes.
How did you obtain such power? Oh, makes me think, what else are you hiding? Oh, don't be shy, less you know. You surely know of a way, though, that we can kill her. If you're as powerful as you say you are, and you've been hell-bent on protecting us, you know a way for us to make it out of this.
Considering we're in a Timepoint event, normal circumstances of being able to pull you into your universe have been put on pause. As for killing Diana, I am not sure if that can be possible with the fact that she's an Elder One.
No. There has to be a way.
Why don't you contemplate an idea of imprisoning her?
I cannot afford that. Look, if she cannot die, if she holds godlike abilities, and we have no way on killing her, what hope do I have against the Eternal? How are we all going to survive this crisis if I cannot pass this test? It's hard for me to see eye to eye with you, brother. However, this I can get on board with. Besides, there is an unsettled score with her. Nobody toys around with me and gets away with it. This is more than a personal vendetta. Am I annoyed with the fact she has meddled with me? Of course. But I need to kill her. If she is not dead by the end of today, she will breach in our universe. Our entire timeline will be rewritten. Hold on. Hand raised at the back of the class again. Yeah. She mentioned that her interference could circumvent this crisis. What's your opinion on this? Now, personally, I think she's talking out of her arse, but the twin here may think otherwise.
You'd be correct to doubt her, though it's not entirely impossible. However, any idea that she can use Timepoint to make enough changes that will cancel this crisis is a dream with how powerful the Eternal is. She could take the fight to her, but I imagine Diana would not stand tall.
So, she is as delusional as the human race. Oh, this is glorious. For a mighty entity, she shares such human ideals. Not necessarily. Remember, I could have prevented the crisis, apparently. I embraced the path that went against destiny.
It won't just be your ship she will be after. I sense extracting you will push her to rewriting everything in preparation for taking herself into the known universe. That might include what memories you may lose, or may have rewritten, or the erasure of your lives entirely.
What in the hell is that?
This is a temporary plane. However, it should not be falling to pieces right now. Diana's influence is tearing this place apart. You need to find out how she's shaping these changes and undo everything before the changes she will make become permanent. We will depart. I will reach you both again within time. One more gift, Liam. When you need it most, we'll be waiting for you.
Damn it. What did he mean by that? Cryptic assholes.
Liam, there you... Oh, you!
And as always, it's lovely to see you here too, Jade.
Why is he here?
We might need him. What did your Druid friend mean by what he said before we landed here? I'm just so glad you're here.
I'm guessing things didn't go so well. You're acting as though you've just had a journey with all the ghosts in A Christmas Carol. No time to guess what is happening. Why the hell is the road splintering?
I'm going to guess that with Diana being on the verge of taking over our universe, she's making as much chaos and change as much as possible to cement the stories within Timepoint into the established timeline we're from. Yeah, still curious about how we're spoiling her party. We need to think of how she implemented these changes, or rather, how she made this in the first place. She's a god. She could probably snap her fingers if she wants to. And what is stopping her now? If you wanted to reboot everything, and as you put it, could do it within the snap of the fingers, why have we been around all this time? Why have I been in contention against this crisis if it's something she's adverse to?
Liam, remember when Sarah got trapped in a Timepoint timeline? Now, the being behind those changes was human, sure. But if you're suggesting Diana can't cement those changes instantly, maybe she's using a device or something, like the Paradox Stone.
That's it. She's been extracting our regeneration energy, and she surely stored that somewhere. Maybe with whatever she's using to break into our universe. Yeah, don't want to sound like a parrot, but how are we spoiling her party? As in, where would this be?
Well, that remains a mystery for the time being. However, there's something I managed to retrieve.
Oh, hello! Oh, I'm sorry I went away for a brief moment. Oh, get over it, for crying out loud! At least we can head inside and try to figure out how we can stop Diana from overwriting our universe. Jade, once you get inside, I want you to get... you know what. Oh, come on! I mean, your secrets are safe with me. Not with this, they're not. Trying to get a signal on the world events here to see the damage she is doing. Oh, just had a bit of a moment there. I'm sure you'll live. Speaking of, not now. People must be speaking about what's just happened. But I can't find anything akin to what's just happened. It's like for something so massive, there's little to no reaction. The one thing that humans will always be no matter what universe we're on. Gullible. Complete ignorance. Then again, I guess it can be blissful. Hold on, the Orbis is picking something up. Something...
And the whole world blinked away at the chaos that unfolds. I was so close to squashing the pair of you back in my domain.
Oh, you're wanting a nice chat with us. You know, I wouldn't mind the same. Except face to face. That way, I can rip apart your insides and dance them across this town! Jack, just stay put. Diana, I think we need to settle this situation once and for all.
I thought that was what I am doing. Welcome to the final game. The takeover is nearly complete. However, there is a key ingredient to all of this. Your ship.
I'm aware of the fact that you're licking your lips at the possibility of using all that energy I've stored trying to access the multiverse for you to disturb the timeline of my universe with your amendments. But the only way you're getting this ship is over my dead body.
I'd hate for it to come down to that. So, let's establish some ground rules. Unless you surrender the Orbis to me, people are going to start to die in casualties out of their hands. Some will be from the causes of earthquakes, meteor storms, you name. Some, well, it will be a trip down memory lane for you.
Oh, come on! Now I cannot speak for him. But these people are just duplicates of what his poxy Earth has.
True. Except for the part that once the changes made in Timepoint become hardened, the deaths will stick. People who didn't die in the original timeline, it will be unfortunate for them.
No, you can't do that!
Except I can. Literally. These deaths will not impact what is happening on your Earth if you surrender your ship to me. Otherwise, you'll have a lot more blood on your hands. Don't keep me waiting too long.
Okay, I have it. What's with the somber atmosphere?
Well, your boyfriend has just been told to either hand this piece of junk to Diana or innocents die. Oh, and that's not the best part. Their deaths potentially being carried over into the main universe. So, happy days, right? And that's me being sarcastic about the bleak situation, by the way. Me! I might have a bit of an idea of where she's keeping everything essential. However, there is a big problem with this. So, she mentioned her domain, where we were at when we kept switching incarnations. If she has a place to keep the regeneration energy she has extracted, surely it should be obvious that however she plans on rewriting the timeline, it will also be there too. Obvious, you say? Well, surely that means she would not go that route. Except this is where the problem comes. Holding all her aces in her domain is probably the safest location because only she at the moment has the keys to her domain. And given how powerful she is, it's not like we can just search up the place. We'd be here forever trying to crack into her world, and we obviously do not have the time for that. But hold on. There's something telling me, well, either you're gonna drop, or maybe your future mug is slapping you with some common sense. Well, I just thought, maybe there's a gateway in Durham. A breach somewhere where she can hop from one world to another. From Durham to her dominion. But even then, it could be anywhere in this town. She would have applied a powerful perception filter, something that we would easily miss. I need to draw Diana out and deal with her. Oh, now who's crazier than me? Who would have thought it? Liam, brother. You can't reason with her. What do you expect? She lies down and concedes? I expect her to die. Well, unless she does unalive herself. Which, then again, that wouldn't be too bad. Though I don't see that happening because killing her is like expecting me to be good. Well, the alternative is finding a way in. Jade, do you think you can look up any kind of disturbances that might give us an opening?
Hey, I could try, but I think miracles are in short supply.
Hey, if anyone can pull them off, it's you. Maybe use that to potentially help. It's not like it's depowered, so maybe it'll come in of help in searching for any significant temporal spikes around Durham. Well, I'm curious to know what that is all about. And you will never know. Come on, we've got work to do. People to save. Just in case. So, we're not going to talk about the elephant in the room? I don't think you know what that means. Oh, you know what I'm referring to. You've been quite busy since I last saw you. I mean, aside from the obvious about dealing with the crisis, regeneration. Welcome to my world! How does it feel? Are you seriously gloating? Hey, you took my life away, I think I've earned the right to gloat.
You know why I had to kill you. I don't regret what I did, and even though I wasn't responsible for making you think you changed, I still stand by poisoning your body. It was the ultimate reward for what you put me through during those months.
And here I thought this would be a situation of... what's the saying again? Blood under the bridge? So, you may as well tell me how things started. Who stole my thunder?
I'm not giving you that satisfaction.
Oh, don't be such a spoil sport. Unless... unless it was something embarrassing.
That would make your year, wouldn't it? Sadly, I can only disappoint.
Well, why won't you tell me? You're just no fun.
I have no reason to tell you. Yeah, you're my twin. Yeah, we're teaming up right here, right now, to stop someone who is out of their league from rewriting history, but that doesn't mean we're BFFs, or that I am going to be at liberty to tell you my secrets. As far as I'm concerned, once we get back to our universe, you're still going to be a problem.
Of course, you can afford that with what is happening, right? I know the game. I know the score. Heroes, villains, uniting for a purpose that sees their lives continue as opposed to being wiped out from existence. Yeah, you can afford that. Right, brother?
My head!
What the hell is up with you?
I can feel stuff being rewritten. It's a stronger pain than last time.
Damn it! Oh, no. Don't think you can do that to me, you arrogant bitch!
No. How is she doing this? How is she trying to rewrite my life with Saladin's?
Oh, she's really trying to get you to embrace that side of things. Well, I guess you'll have to kill her. If you don't want to turn into Big Boss, that is. Oh, but, how will that happen, I wonder?
Argorians. Attacking the human race. We have to stop them.
We? Oh, good one. I mean, it's your hearts that cry for these pointless humans to survive.
Jack, I don't have time for your dramatics.
Kill the humans. Our identities have been compromised.
That's it. She's acquired so much of our memories, she's replicating the invasions of Earth that I've witnessed.
Hey! I would suspend any intent to harm if I were you.
I know how to defeat you all.
That's an Orcelian. You butchered our kind.
Yeah, we've done this dance before, and I've dealt with this situation too. One that doesn't bode well for the Argorians. Now, you can resist and leave these humans...
What the hell was that? Is your idiot brain on today? They're not real. They are constructed by Diana. Trying to talk them down is like trying to tell a bird to not fly.
Oh, boo on me for giving it a shot. Stand back.
What are you going to do with a block? Wait. You managed to fit your bow and arrows in a cube.
You didn't think the Orbis was the only piece of technology that could utilize bigger on the inside technology? Besides, it blends in a little bit better, methinks, than having my bow exposed at all times.
I love it when they scream.
That takes care of the Argorians at least, though I expect more forces to be on their way. Surprised you helped out at least.
Well, taking the life away from something had to have my calling. I mean, I would target the humans, but then you'd get your panties in a twist and want to beat me like a drum, and ultimately, well, that would give Diana the win. I'd rather keep my existence intact, thank you very much. And that means I have to go with the lesser of two, really. Don't think I'm going soft.
Oh, I see that as code. For you don't want to get humiliated again. Jade, any update?
Any other Orbis would have potentially tracked her location down faster. You do know that. All joking aside, it's still scanning, but the stone worked. It's mapping temporal spikes around this town. You could at least let me join in on the fun.
I'll bring you a souvenir. Wait, Jack, what was it you said about me trying to reason with the Argorians?
Oh, that I basically thought you were wasting your time because you relied too much on your moral compass, that you neglected the idea that they're more so created by Diana.
Could have been less cold about things, but basically that. Hold on. See, if what you're suggesting is true, maybe I can send my findings to the Orbis if they've been manifested by Diana. That should help narrow down the search. However, I suspect somehow Diana will figure this out, so just be quick, Jade.
You're asking a lot for something that is mainly out of my hands, you know. But, sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I guess the work continues.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's multiple areas of attacks happening in this town. Won't be surprised if the third wave extended beyond Durham.
My head! My memories!
Liam! Oh shoot, are the changes happening again?
Yeah! More memories! More stuff being affected!
Why aren't you being affected? Maybe she likes you.
Not that I'm complaining, though, because headaches, memory twisting into something new, or even being erased is a feeling I would not want to cherish again.
The memories of who Big Boss was. They're breaking through. Memories with Jade and Sarah. They're decaying. We need to find her.
Eliminate all humans.
Not them. This. She's trying to recreate one of the darkest days in my life.
I hope the trip down memory lane, but in front of you and in your head, isn't causing too much issue.
Diana, please. I am saying this for your own sake. Reconsider your options. Even if you believe you can take the fight to the Eternal, you won't win.
And you will. You will wish you did. Is this really what you desire?
Hey, I am usually one that will do anything to see him fall.
You were the fool in my domain. Don't be a fool twice. Be on the winning side.
Oh, I am. Because she's gonna come for you either way. But in the end, I am ready to make the Eternal consider retiring that name. The lack of confidence you have in me is outstanding.
Why am I being affected? All of my memories are being sifted and recreated, but Jack, on the other hand...
Will you stop trying to drag me down to hell?
Out of you both, for my final phase to really kick into gear, I only need one sacrificial lamb. And with your complicated future, that becomes a lot more of an easier life to mangle with. And soon, everything you know and cherish will change. I hope we haven't forgotten about the offer with your ship.
Funny. Because I have another suggestion.
Well, a lovely attempt. If it weren't for the fact I can just set you back to where you were standing. And if it also went for the idea that weapons don't really do anything, maybe tickle. But I'm sure you've had thoughts on killing me. I'm going to spare you the disappointment and suggest to not even try. You're better off thinking about another impossible dream in how you're going to get back to your universe without any changes made. Well, you should probably attend to them. I don't think you want to feel burdened with so many innocents dead again.
She's so annoying! Liam, don't just stand there. Are you going to stop the risers or what?
How am I meant to win? We have no idea how to kill her. We have nothing to lead us to where she's keeping her source of energy that will rewrite time. Now I have to repeat the experiences of what happened on Earth the day Sarah... It's the ultimate back foot we're on.
Hell has officially frozen over, and the pigs are flying. When has this ever stopped you from trying? Are you really willing to throw away history because the stakes are against you? Oh, I can't believe it. You've definitely changed. And I don't like it. If this is the same Liam that never gave up on the shadows, or who was determined to fight me as I butchered millions on Earth as their master, I have finally gone beyond crazy. Because I am not seeing him in front of me right now.
You, of all people, are not giving me the pep talk, are you? Isn't this what you've wanted? For me to tremble when all looks lost and there's nothing in my mind to consider victory.
Yeah, that's my gig. My gig! She's stealing my bit! Heck, she even wore my face when she pretend killed you! Consider the fact if history is rewritten by whatever changes she implements, I cannot get the chance to kill you! Heck! We might all be screwed more than things already are at the minute.
You know, I think for once, our twin makes a valid point.
It's you. I mean, me. I thought the regeneration situation was dealt with.
Ah, see, whilst you aren't glitching between the present and the future, trauma will allow me to linger by. We are close.
Hey, if you know where Diana's hideout is, now would be the perfect time to spill.
I don't. If I knew, you would know too. Jade will figure this out, but most importantly, the idea of you giving up just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And being nothing but just a thought in your mind who cannot taste anything speaks volumes. What is happening? You faced greater odds before.
Maybe I have. Maybe I'm just tired. A week ago, someone who I considered a best friend was torturing me to the point of death. Then I thought I could try to have a great future despite the doom and gloom of the crisis, only to find out my days are numbered. And I don't even know if that means by this face or my entire life. You're me. You know what was told about the ultimate sacrifice, and now this! I don't have much hope at the moment, especially when you consider the last time a Timepoint scenario happened, there were significant changes. Heck, Sarah was at death's door because of it!
Liam, I can't peer into the future. I cannot tell what the sacrifice that was told to us will be. What I can do is push you. Sure, things have not been looking great as of recent, but right now we can only try. Sure, we might win, we might lose. We will lose if all you're going to do is reflect and stand there, thinking about how you felt like you've done nothing but lose as of recently. But if you're going to regenerate into me next, whether it be next week, next month, next year, I want this gone. I want this doubt, this defeatist attitude gone. You're greater than this. We both are. And no matter the odds, you will stand tall, and not just in this event. I know you will. Because you always do.
Liam! Liam! We have a few locations pinging for us.
Are you done drifting off into space?
Jade, everything good?
The readings from the pseudo-algorithm have suggested that a couple more readings from any more fake creations could narrow down her location. We have her!
Jack, we need to take the fight to the risers. We've nearly got her location. I like the sound of that. Risers dropping to the ground. Just like old times.
You really think you can take the fight to them again? Are you even ready? I do admire how determined you are.
Yeah, well, I just never seem to quit.
Really? Well, then, as your best friend used to say, I'll see you on the other side.
Do you really think you can upset me? In the end, that's all you want. To have the ball in your court, to feel on top of the world. I suggest you get your affairs in order, because after this, game over, Diana.
That's optimistic. I will always exist, and I will never be eternally defeated. At worst, you can only delay me.
Oh, please keep up. Oh, sure, go ahead, slow me down, whatever you get in terms of kicks. My head!
No. No, I can fight this. No. I am not letting this. Slow me down.
Brother! Stop thinking about the old freak show. You're not Big Boss. You are Liam Catterson, the annoying moron who keeps screwing up my life.
No. I know who I should be. I've refused this destiny for so long. I need to start embracing what Outer Heaven should be. I need to start embracing my side as Big Boss. It causes less pain.
I can't do this. If you think I am losing out to some pointless parasite who thinks she has everything in her hands, you're a fool. Get back in the game, you stupid loser!
Sorry, I don't know what just happened to me there.
Look, do what you have to do, and I will look the other way.
Right. Jade, I'm sending more scans to the Orbis. Please narrow it down.
Okay, I have a few samples of the Riser's attack on Earth. And, okay, one location is showing green. Head to the church. Her place is there.
The church!
That thing is an eyesore. Her methods of discretion are pathetic.
Yeah, so... This place wasn't really open that much when I was in Durham. It was usually closed off. You pick up so much in a small town in a short amount of time.
Get a load of smarty pants here. Okay, I'll follow your scent, little doggy.
Don't do that.
Now would be the perfect, opportunistic time for her to repent.
Okay, so Jade has revealed that this side of the graveyard is an open door to her domain. Ready?
You know something? I think I will not be joining you.
What do you mean?
Well, for once, I think I'm going to give the whole being a hero gig a try, if you get my drift. Someone needs to occupy Diana whilst you do whatever you have to do, and I imagine she will try to storm her way here. But you know what? Just like with you, I am going to be her worst nightmare. She's gonna come after me anyways. You don't have to. Better to make her late for the prom, right? Oh, it's okay. You can weep for me. I do have an exit strategy in mind. However, it all depends on you. So do me a favor. Crush this party to the ground.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but thanks, Jack. I guess I'll be dealing with you later. Wait a second. What's the Orbis doing here? She must have swooped it under our noses.
Liam, get in. I have an idea.
Wait, was this your idea?
Yeah, I know it was risky sending this to where she wanted, but if you get your ass inside, maybe I can explain everything.
I'm counting on you. So you allowed the Orbis to emerge in Diana's domain. Why?
We know she has to be using something to maintain all the changes she makes whilst utilising the orbit to implement said changes. I may have stuck around, since she'll be wanting the orbit in close proximity, and I may have struck gold. I found this resembling what she has alongside that pool of regeneration energy.
That's the Chronox. Huh. That makes a lot of sense to how she's summoning phantoms of my past and rewriting changes. Gotta talk about the cliches though, in it resembling a clock. Then again, Queen of Time and all.
I also figured we could use the Paradox Stone. Now, if we overload that clock with the stone, I think it could break everything Diana has worked on creating. Or destroying, in our case.
That could work. However, we also need to think of a way to stop her too. She is advised that standard weapons won't do the trick, so if we overload the Chronox to break, Diana will no doubt chase us for ruining her plans. So we need to find a way to maybe kill two birds with one Paradox Stone. Sorry, couldn't resist.
No. But maybe you're onto something. The Paradox Stone can connect to temporal energy, like how the Manipulator did when he created the first event of Timepoint. It was also used to re-establish us all back into our universe when things turned back to normal for the most part.
If we use... Oh. I just thought. Jade, remember the temporal splicer?
How could I forget? Wait, what are you doing?
I just thought of a clever idea! Ha! It's gonna be temporary, but I just believe that he might be fundamental in this final battle against Diana.
Liam, you're not seriously suggesting bringing the future you despise into the mix. Not him.
Not him, no. But a future I do embrace. Hopefully. I'm still regenerating. Add a little dose of that into the splicer, connect it to the Chronox. I can make you a real boy.
Wait, how is what you're even planning possible?
Oh, who's the one doubting who now? Jade, get that splicer. Look, it happened before, as we both know painfully, and it can happen again. Aside from the fact that this will dissipate within an hour at most, so make it count.
I know you could fix it, but why even entertain the idea of fixing it again? The reason why you broke it in the first place was for the greater good, so our future could be ours to decide.
And it still will be. This isn't permanent. We could just use a little more assistance to the mix. Plus, 2 Liams are better than 1.
Okay, I have it. Are you really sure about this?
If we're gonna take the fight to Diana, I don't see why not. It's all on a silver platter for us. Okay, once I place my hand on the Chronox, I need you to use the neural unit on the splicer. Don't mind any amount of pain I'll be in. It's expected. We are literally pulling a ghost attached to my mind into physical manifestation.
Ghost implies I'm dead. I haven't even been born yet.
This is all for nothing. I'll kill you. Ready?
Light up our world. Keep going!
Oh my god! Is that who I think it is?
Oh my god. Well, I guess he's actually here.
Oh. Well, I guess I should introduce myself. Well, I mean, who else were you expecting after that little stunt?
I don't believe what I'm seeing. I mean, I've just been that voice in the back of your mind, yet always there, like I was standing beside you.
Well, this ain't just a strange scenario for you either. It's hard to compare because, well, I haven't been zipped from a future event. But I feel real.
As if you were meeting an incarnation in your timeline.
Except my story's yet to write its first letter. I think the time for gawking at each other in wonder is over. What's happening, and why am I pulled into this?
Okay, so the plan. If we use the Paradox Stone to siphon everything contained in the Chronox, and then, once I take off, I use the stone to not just undo everything Diana did, but I trap her here, too. I take off in the Orbis, it will undo the world, the time point that Diana created. No changes affecting Universe 1. And in the end, she will remain in this dominion forever. An eternal pitch black that Diana will be a prisoner in.
With the absence of Jack, I'm assuming you're trapping him here with her.
He is currently keeping Diana occupied for the time being. However, that is working for him. In the end, he has a plan to escape. Apparently.
You're fine with that?
See, if there weren't stakes when normality resumed, I would have entertained the idea of trapping Jack with Diana. Then again, even if that were the case, I don't think leaving a goddess with unrealistic ideals and a psychopath is a pairing to neglect, even if they were burning in the eternal flames of hell.
So the idea you suggested, that's great, it's a neat plan. What's my role in this?
Well, Diana is coming. She will no doubt try to brush me and Jade aside as we try to siphon the energy of the Chronox, while she's trying to use the Orbis to bleed the Timepoint timeline into our universe. You're me. So I need someone to fight her off from the inside, whilst me and Jade take care of business out here.
Well, hopefully I won't vanish in the middle of fighting her off if we're unsure on how long I'll have a physical presence. How long do you expect your plan to take?
I don't know exactly, but given how powerful both the Chronox and the Paradox Stone is, it shouldn't take that long. The bigger concern is stopping Diana from spoiling this party.
That would imply that I kill the mood, though I will do more than kill the mood around here. Oh, 2 incarnations of you. Liam, clever. How did you pull that off?
Well, I would say that a magician never reveals his secrets, but considering my story is yet to begin, I don't know what kind of person I'll be. I'll tell you what I am certain of right now. Time's up for you.
We all gave you warnings over what would happen if you didn't restore the timeline to the way it was originally and rescinded. So, this is all on you.
Funny. I was going to apply that last sentence onto you, considering I've killed Jack.
Sure you did.
I believe he wore this jacket Believe me, don't believe me, but I'm not afraid on killing either or the both of you. Because whatever the case, you will either die at my hands or the Eternals, and I am a lesser of two evils.
Is that why you are wanting to control the planet if you got your hands on the main timeline? Yeah, we know what you are. What you're all about.
I do admire how persistent you all are. Nevertheless, step aside and allow my hands on the Orbis, or you can all die. Pick your poison.
Liam? Now!
Whatever you hope for him to achieve, I'll make sure that he will feel the pain that you are going to go through. Ouch! Is what I would say if I could feel pain.
Leave her out of this! This is between me and you!
This should be fun. I will finally be the one to end you.
Can't move!
Me and you in this dance? That's what you said. What are you going to do when the odds are against you? From one god to another. You're not having the best of times, are you, Orcillian? So, the final moments begins. The power of the Orbis falling into my hands.
Yeah, I already lost energy from the heart fighting the Eternal. You're out of your mind if you think I'm losing all that energy to another god. Burning up a few wounds to strengthen shields. Ignore the bad woman. You've got this. Come on, you two. Sooner we put her in the ground, the better.
You're the spoil sport that likes to ruin the fun. Yeah, I bent the rules to my liking. But given my power, I can do as I wish. Ah! I'm not a heavy hitter, unlike the Eternal. That isn't my purpose as a god. It's to bend reality to my preference. However, if I have to make that wound of yours worse, and force you to actually change, so be it.
Yeah. Well, you're also missing one person from this situation. The person that became a blip in your plans. And so, it may continue to be that way in the end.
What are you Where is she? Where is your friend?
Fiancé, actually, get it right. She's doing the very thing we planned to do. Ruin any plans on making this reality manifest into the main universe.
No. What did you do? How are you doing this?
Oh, don't ask me. I mean, I'm just getting up from the floor after you flung me into my Orbis.
Oh, you won't get the satisfaction of beating me. I will always come out on top. Stop what you're doing or Liam dies right here.
The issue is, there's no way that benefits you. Kill him, your plans still go down the drain.
Very well. I'll rip your shit apart. If I can't have what I want, you can remain stranded in this Timepoint scenario with me.
No, you leave her alone.
Stop what you're doing right now, or this ship gets destroyed.
No, you won't leave us stranded here. You'll kill us all. Not even you will be strong enough to survive the explosion that will come if you tear the Orbis apart.
A fate I am willing to suffer.
Oh, that's not a promising sound. Something tells me she's shifted her focus from trying to extract the energy of the Orbis. No way are there cracks emerging in my ship. Liam! I don't know if she's winning this fight, but can we do something before the ship rips up? Oh, come on, I thought I had a bit more time than that. Liam, I'm vanishing. I don't think I can provide more.
Liam? Liam! Shoot. Jade, we have a problem.
Get inside the Orbis. I'll handle her.
Are you sure?
This space may not be familiar with having part riser abilities, but it still provides a better advantage once we can take it off. Go!
Well, I would consider that a smart move. After all, a blip like you're not real.
Real or not, I'm still gonna wipe the floor with you.
Ah! My knee! Clever girl. No! No! My machine! My plans!
Hey, you like games that much? I would consider this game over.
No. Get back here.
Liam, I have the stone. Prepare to take off.
Got you. Oh, you're not going anywhere. You destroyed my machine, so I will destroy your lives.
Hey, get off me! Liam, open the doors!
Shoot! Grab a tight hold to me, Jade!
You think you've won this. You think you have me defeated. Even if you've ruined any plans for this timeline to replace the one you're from, I will come back. I always will. I will get revenge on you both.
Liam, quick!
Yeah, they all say that. And yet, I am yet to hear from someone who has made that promising threat. I am sure you're going to join that elusive group.
Ah! My eye! No!
Jade, take off now! Stone into the Orbis! She's coming in!
Can this machine not take off any faster?
Strain on the Orbis is affecting the old girl. Come on! We're not doing this again!
No!
Holy damn! We did it! We trapped her. Oh, shoot. She had regeneration energy stored up in a separate tank
What?
too.
You mean this?
Oh. Okay. Oof. I thought we left it behind. Not that it would matter, but taking things that aren't hers is a bit rude, methinks.
So what does that mean? I mean, after all you went through, glitching between your present and future, are you down incarnations?
No. I think what she was doing was siphoning enough for a partial regeneration, like what you went through, and would try to replicate the energy so it would constantly loop when she would return to our universe and potentially take the fight to the Eternal. That would be one way of surpassing the idea that it would be foolish to consider taking on someone more powerful than Diana ever was.
See? We could do it! And we did! Now we will never deal with her ever again.
I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
What do you mean?
Whilst we've stranded her in a tormenting state of limbo, where it's nothing but pitch black, she may have the power, one day, to try again. Though I wouldn't count on this happening for eons. As a god, she's immortal. This is her price to pay for losing the game. She is forever. And I worry there may be other meetings.
And? What about Jack?
Oh, he's not dead. Diana even said it herself. She's not someone who relies on brute force, more so manipulation, reality bending. How many times have I taken Jack to the limit? I'm sure he's nabbed a portal as he usually goes through, and, well, I'll see him again in our universe. Speaking of, how come you're still here?
Because not everything has been resolved.
What the?
Who the hell was that?
Someone responsible for quite a few things. Oh, don't worry. I don't think he's going to be an issue. Okay. I was hoping this Timepoint scenario was done. We broke the Chronox, we trapped Diana. Don't tell me there's one more mission left to cross off.
On the contrary, I needed to speak to you before you departed back to your universe and returned your focus on the crisis.
Firstly, the last time we had a Timepoint event, there were major ramifications in my best friend's life. I need assurance
that Universe 1 is fine. No alterations, just fine. Because my mind was battered all over with memories being reshaped.
I cannot assure that Universe 1 completely got away unscathed when it comes to a Timepoint scenario. Even if entities like the Manipulator or Diana end up losing, their changes may echo into the affected universe. However, for you should be fine when you do come back to your universe.
Good. Because I went through hell with the whole face-switching scenario. And then I started to lose memories. Although, they're seemingly starting to make their way back. I was just wondering, because Sarah's memories were affected, and, well, me and you know what happened.
I can also give assurance that your brother is alive and well. He did try to fight Diana, but she eventually got rid of him for her path, and so he took off in his Orbis vehicle back and is now in his universe. Diana had stored regeneration energy from your glitches between present and future. You have it right now.
Yeah? What of it?
I can see what is burning inside of you, the hope that Jade will find a way to continue living, despite the fact that she has surpassed her lives for her kind. Whereas this version of Jade will not remember anything for what I am about to say. I can give you hope. Diana was going to replicate the energy so that she could survive beyond the crisis. However, I am able to replicate the energy into a new set of regeneration energy for Jade.
No way.
Okay, what is it? For what do I owe you to receive such a groundbreaking development?
It's been frustrating having you and your brother nearly kill one another. I know your temper runs high with how much carnage has been caused by his kind. Know that I did not save him to make your life miserable. The crisis needs both you and Jack. So despite the expected fights you both partook in during this event, you still managed to achieve something that was unfathomable. You both were brothers in arms. For that, and the apology for the extraction of your brother on quite a few occasions, you are given a whole new set so that your beloved can continue existing.
I'm speechless. I mean, I know it won't be me who will be getting them, but Jade is still me.
I am also able to do what I did to your brother when he began his regeneration. It would usually flare. However, it can be delayed until you are ready to go. No need to worry about it for now. It's as if you aren't in the process at the moment. It is what I did for your brother, and now that has been applied to you.
And my future. Is he guaranteed to come after me?
In this crisis, nothing can be guaranteed, but of all the possibilities, he will most likely take your place, should you survive, November 26th, 2024.
What's that supposed to mean? That's not far.
Which is why you need to be ready. You have the Paradox Stone. What will you do with it?
The same thing I did when the first time point happened. I'll lock it away and pray another time point doesn't happen. Because that's it. It's not like anyone got a hold of it. If anything, this saved the day. It will be safer in the Orbis with me. It's not like I don't trust you, it's just not been a problem ever since I took it in.
Very well. I suppose you'll be wanting to return to your universe. Step inside your vessel and I'll do the work, like I did with your brother.
What about me? I didn't come from the main universe, just my memories. I've just splintered off and fell into this situation.
I think what will happen is you will remain here and then cease to exist. You were an anomaly based on what is happening with you at the moment. One time altering event merging with another, both carrying powerful consequences as a result of changing the timeline.
Oh, that's a bummer. So you can't bring me over? 2 Jades forever? Bouncing across the universe?
It doesn't work like that. You would just be overwriting the main events of the universe, and that... it could corrupt things.
Yeah, worth a try. But before you close out this time point, I'm going to give you a heads up in terms of where I'm at. The Orbis will know where to take you. Just, I know my older incarnation wanted to handle things, but I think they're going to need something who can specialise in a predicament they're in.
That would be amazing. Thank you. Well, I guess I shall see you in a moment. Thank you for helping stop Diana.
Anytime. Thank you, as always, for having me alongside you, no matter the situation. I guess I'll see you in a few moments.
Here we go. I'm coming home. Jade, get ready.
Did you think I was going to go that easy?
What? How?
The Orbis likes me, which I guess is good for things to come. It allowed me to say my goodbyes. Since this is not from a certain point of time, I'm not going to remember this.
Well, you will. When the time comes. It's not like you're from my future, you're just an image. One that can provide his own words, thoughts, though disconnected from me.
Suppose you're right. I know you showed the bad more than the good, but without you, I think our universe would shatter quicker than you can imagine. And I'll be honest, having a trial run of things to come was great. I wanted to be selfish, keep you in the back of my mind forever. But I knew something was wrong, and my time is yet to rise.
Soon. I can't stop what is happening to me. Maybe it's time. Or when the crisis is done, at least. I'm not going to cure myself. I'm not going to loop my cells. Lived too long.
Is there any way to suggest how long an Ocellian lives in each incarnation?
There is. It's when they're ready to go. But I have one final mission.
I can't hold on much longer. Even if you're on the cusp of regenerating, find someone to travel with. You've been putting it off for a long time.
We're not counting Jade, apparently?
She's not human, and I know we have a soft spot for them. So have one final adventure with someone brilliant. And thank you for giving me the green light for things to come.
And that's my story. The Timepoint scenario is closed off. She can have a new place to slumber next to the carcass of the Chronicles.
Wow. So even though you changed, you didn't.
That's your biggest takeaway from this story? Nothing about the near alteration of our universe? Diana being as powerful as she is?
Everything you've said is mind-blowing. It's just... changing is something that I've always feared. You know that. However, it does seem you know how to keep a promise.
Okay, first, I didn't see it coming. I thought me and Jack outsmarting Diana would have had us on an agreeable terrain. Second, it wasn't real. Though, it didn't just feel like it, but it was also a glimpse into the future.
And she's been dealt with, however. So that's a plus at least.
Just like the Eternal. I told you my side of how I wanted to kill Diana. Now, I am touchy with the idea of something deciding to alter the timeline with a Timepoint scenario. But it gave me the idea of hoping. If she died, the Eternal could. Sure, we've put a dent in her, but it's not enough.
And we'll find a way. Not being able to kill Diana doesn't mean that all hope is lost when it comes to the Eternal. We have the energy from the Heart of Freedom, and we have allies. We'll get that chance, I promise.
But hopefully, that little adventure was good to digest.
Well, it's not the ideal circumstance I wanted you to be in. You have no idea how much I worried about you. But here you are, so that counts as a success in my eyes. One more thing, though. Jack. Do you think he's still alive?
Oh, I know so. The Druid guy told me that he did survive, and I don't really have any reason to doubt him. Yeah, he did anger me with the revelations that he spoke of when it came to saving Jack, but that was for certain reasons. Even before I was told, there was no way he'd die. Jack decided to buy me time. He wouldn't do that if he was so hell-bent on killing himself, essentially.
So he's going to be someone to deal with from now onwards.
Oh, no doubt, but my main worry is when the crisis escalates, it's all going to be about what side he will be on. In the final game, Liam won and Jack Catterson was played by Liam Catterson. Diana was played by Laila Moore. Jade 1 was played by Heather Russell Kay. Liam 2 was played by Dan Kenworthy. The Druid was played by Mike Anthony. And Jade 2 was played by Rhiannon Martindale Weatherup. Coming late 2024, the Catterson Chronicles Series